god. Where am I? What is going on? Hopefully that edit makes it not as awkward as recording these stupid segments, but holy shit. Anyways, I've been working on editing. That's what today's been. I've been kind of neglecting it for a while. Like, I've just been brute forcing my editing, and like I learned some keybinds and stuff like that earlier, but to be honest, I didn't really look up like any guides on like how to actually do this efficiently. So like my editing process is pretty bad. I decided to finally invest in buying the full version of Davinci Resolve, and it's like a one-time payment, so it's not even like a subscription like Adobe Premiere Pro or anything like that. Also, with that, there's a bundle where you can get this speed editor, and I've been playing around with that recently, and it's fucking crazy. Dude, the efficiency on this, I don't know how to explain it, and like there's videos out there. If anyone wants to hear about the speed editor, sure. I got a lot to say about it. It's fucking cool. Quick example is that for the Your Line April video, I decided trying to practice editing through things really fast. So one thing I was trying to do is I have all 24 episodes of Your Line April downloaded. I decided to practice just cut out every performance. And if you imagine watching through 24 episodes of the anime, even at like 2x speed, 4x speed, even more than that, and like using your mouse to scrub through and then like trying to cut it down, maybe it's actually not that hard to do that. But there was that, and then also like I just recorded like a small clip for myself to practice editing, and like the little adjustments you can make to every clip and the flexibility that just this dial provides is so nice. So if you're actually getting into editing, I would recommend 100%. I would also recommend paying for the full version of Davinci Resolve, because I found some insane paid version effects and things like that. One is the AI tools. There's some crazy shit out here. AI's like might be taking all our jobs and like ruining music, ruining creativity, ruining like literally everything, but at least like it can remove the background really easily. But yeah, finally getting into practicing my editing for real, and it makes sense to me because the general framework for getting into making YouTube videos is, at least from what I've read on like Reddit or something, but in order of importance, it's idea first. Like if you don't have a good idea, nothing matters, right? Like even if you have a good thumbnail or title, like if your idea is bad, it doesn't matter. And the same thing will apply down the list. So first is idea, then is title, thumbnail, then is first 5 seconds / your hook, and then is their first 30 seconds, and then it's your editing. And then after that, it's pacing. Because if anything from the top is missing, it doesn't matter from the rest, right? Like no one will click on your video at all if you don't have a good title, thumbnail. So they won't even get to the rest of your content, like the back half of your content, right? And same thing, if your hook is bad, people will be clicking off of it, the rest doesn't matter. Your pacing doesn't matter for the entire video if like they're not staying, right? Same thing for 30 seconds, but there's like a clear shift from first 5 seconds and then first like 15 to 30 seconds, and then after that the retention kind of flattens out a little bit. It still goes down, but that's where like the back half, the pacing, the editing matter. Yeah, I mean, I started off, the first thing I think in the very beginning was just being minimally competent at making a video, and then I started focusing on ideas. Like I'm just sitting down in my bed just thinking of viral ideas. After that, I've been mainly working on title, thumbnails, and then I started to write my script and like focus on the hook and like try to do things like that. And then I finally go into editing, like the actual editing, things like that, and like eventually I'll have to do more pacing stuff. But that's generally the framework, what's going on, and I think you iterate through every single one of these over time. So this is not the end all be all of I'm done with thumbnails and titles and stuff. I'm gonna go back to that, but dude, it's been fun. It's been a good time. I'm genuinely interested in this and like pretty intrigued, and I think this is how people feel when like someone like figures out a macro for their Linux Vim terminal and they like create their own hotkeys and scripts and stuff. Like I never like doing that because I just don't care about software engineering, to be honest. But for this, I'm like, holy shit, you can make an adjustment clip and save that into your power bin, and then you can reuse that and then turn it into a compound clip later on. So you can, it's like, wow, I had no idea. Also keyframes, like there's a reason like all my text and stuff is so abrupt. Like I tried to use the dynamic zoom feature, but like that's not really what I'm looking to do. So I think I'll try to, you know, try to put some effects here on my text or images or whatever and make it look smooth. Besides that, I think I'll probably practice today and tomorrow and then like finish up the script and then actually do the editing for my Your Line April video. I think with like all these tools, like every day I put into this is like a day off of my next video and then every future video after that. So if anything, like I don't think I really care about pumping out content right now, because the more time I put in now, the faster the next videos will be. Like if I get better at script writing, I don't need as much time to revise and fix wording later on. Same thing with like editing. If I can just use the speed editor and edit it down in like 2 hours instead of 6 hours, it's like, that's crazy, right? That's compounding time. And if I'm doing this for a long time, you should invest in things, at least like little by little. Like, of course, I wouldn't recommend someone buying this editor if you don't even know like what a keyframe is or how to cut a clip or something, or or I would recommend if you're serious about it for sure, but that's more like when you get frustrated by the process. Yeah, this is fucking purely relevant for editors, so maybe I'll post like a Toradora video I wanted to post just for the first episode today as well. Maybe double upload today. Ooh, maybe for the next 24 days for Toradora, but I'm also gonna be gone late December, so I don't know what I'm gonna be doing there. But besides that, I think just updating things on my channel, but also having something to talk about in the beginning is probably how I'm gonna format these things for now. There's not much to say on most days where I just spend like 3 hours working on my script. Like what am I gonna talk about, right? Or like I just got a haircut, I guess, and that's like the main thing I'm thinking about. So yeah, just yapping. Okay, gonna stop boring you here. Look at this. Yeah. I also tried to change the lighting in the back. I don't know if it looks better, like the darker in the back. I literally just put a towel on my light. It's so scuffed, but if it works, right? Okay, peace. See ya.